Hello React Native developers, I hope you are well. William here, recording from beautiful Zurich, Switzerland. In this session, I would like us to migrate some of the Reanimated V1 code to Reanimated 2. You might have seen, but today Reanimated 2 release candidate 0 has been released. And I was thinking, right now we're using both, right? We return after migrating to Expo SDK 39, we wrote the new code with V2, but we didn't migrate the old code to V1. So let's do it. And I think I'm just gonna basically grep for V1 code, and because the V1 code is likely to use redash V1. So let's see. It's not where we use it. I think it might be /lib/v1. No. Just do v1 lib module v1. I mean, okay. So onboarding. Probably have here a scroll. Let me check. A scroll handler. Yes, perfect. And so that would be this part here. And so, yeah, let's do it. So I'm gonna remove. So okay, here we interpolate node. So we don't need these v1 things here. And yeah, we don't need also redash, the old version of redash. So let's see. So for the scroll handler, so for x, we're gonna create a shared value. So use shared value. And we're gonna create, so on scroll equals use animated scroll handler. Use animated scroll, okay. So on scroll, and then we have the event. Probably we can do content offset and capture x, which we would assign. So x.value equals x. So background color will become an animated style. But let me just write here on scroll equals on scroll. Here I should also probably add the scroll event throttle to 16. Okay, and here we have a bunch of animated style. Here we have a derived value. Okay, let's do it step by step. So use shared value. Okay. Use animated scroll handler. Yeah, I knew it was not use animated scroll. And here we need to create a style for the background color. So where is it used? Here. So slider equals use animated style. We might run into an issue here because color interpolation in V2 is very tricky and also very dependent on which version of Alpha 2 you are using. So we are very likely to run into an issue. So which interpolate color are we using from redash? Yeah, that looks good. So the syntax has changed, I guess. Should be like this. would be x dot value. And here we would pass the slide directly. Doesn't look too bad. And I'm thinking, here it's complaining, seems to be animated dot scroll view. So here we're going to create an animated style as well. Which is breaking the rule of hooks for now. Since here really it's not like the number of slides is static, we can just ignore the rule. Of course, potentially we would want to factorize this into a component to avoid the rule of hooks warning. But here we can safely return this style instead. It would be opacity . So this becomes interpolate x.value. We use the new syntax for interpolation. Pass it here to the animated view. So we can remove this here. And so this breaks the rule of hooks. We are fine to ignore it, right? Because here we cannot use a hook. I mean, or at least it's dangerous to use a hook into a map function because the number of slides might change and therefore break the rule that for each render, the number of hooks executed must be always the same. So okay. Now here I think we have to reuse the same. We have to repeat. We cannot background, but of course here we could factorize this expression into a derived value and use it on both places. Should we do it? So we could do background color equals use derived. We cannot assign the animated style to two different components. So use derived value. That would be this one here. And then we just do background color dot value here and here. And I can assign it here. So we do up absolute fill, and that would be background.value, background color.value. No, that would be background style. Sorry. Yeah. Okay, current index. Let me just see what. So here, this also would be an animated style. Let me see first if what we wrote worked already. So can I put here maybe 0? We need to import use derived value. Yeah, looks good, I guess. The color interpolates. This is not moving as expected. I guess we can continue. So, current index. So this is going to be a derived value. What was it? X divided by width. So current index is a derived value, and that would be X divided by width. X dot value. Okay. Now let's dive into the dot component. So this one becomes a shared value. And here we have an animated style. So we do style is use animated style, where we are going to return this object here. We can copy these guys and migrate them. So it's current index dot value, and it's a new, so it's not interpolate node but interpolate, and there is a new syntax here. So does this work? It seems to work nicely. It updates nicely, that's good. Okay, so the translation here. We're gonna create an animated style. So I guess it's to translate this here. Makes sense. So let's call it, I don't know, footer. Footer style. And there would be minus x dot value. Oops. And now, so here we are back to the same level of functionality. That's cool. So here, is it because we need to use get node maybe? Okay. And I believe that this is not necessary in newer version of React Native, this get node, or of Reanimated 2. But here it seems to be what's needed. So, okay, let me commit. So let's look maybe at another place. Here's a borderless tab. I'm tempted. We really ran crazy on this one, didn't we? I'm tempted to remove it completely and use let me check. So let's see where we use it quickly. So in welcome, here, okay. And so if I use borderless, oh no, here we use borderless button from, yeah, I think that's what we, it's borderless tab, okay. Borderless tab. I'm really tempted to remove it quickly. If you would bear with me while I do it. Was a fun experiment, but it really was not making sense. Borderless tap. Yeah, let's see where. Or maybe if I run TSX. What? Okay. What? So I want to use borderless button from React Native gesture handler instead. Did we create some sort of regression? Ah, yeah, of course. Card layout. Let's just remove it everywhere. Okay. If you are bearing with me, thank you so much while we go through these not so engaging changes. Borderless button. Okay. Category. Okay. Okay. So let's see. Perfect. What? Why? Oh man, why did I mean, it was fun to do the borderless tab, but just was not making sense. Okay. What else? What else? Animations. What is this? What? No. That's like, this is this part here, right? We did it in V1. Oh my gosh, that's crazy. Outfit IDs, transition. What are these here? Cards. So it's all an edit profile. What do we have here? Maybe we can do this one quickly. Use transition on index. So we have it also, but for V2. Mix also we have for V2, so that's perfect. So here nothing changes. Oh, that would be here, use timing. And mix we have, but now we need to wrap it into a style. So use, and then basically the only other part where we use V1 is this part, which is a big piece, but let's see. Up, transform, translate X is a mix. A mix is an interpolate with value that goes from 0 to 1. It's a linear interpolation. Translate transition.value. And we assign style. What? Oh, sorry. So we have, okay, a couple of styles. What are they? So here. Okay, I don't remember what they are, so I'm gonna, instead of trying to find a creative name, I'm gonna call it style 1, style 2, and then rename them depending on. No, wait, sorry. So that would be style 1, style 2. This would be style, which we can just assign here. And for style 1, this is the value we have here for translate X. So it would be minus with times transition dot value. Okay. We broke something, obviously. So is this one? Well, so now I'm trying to. We broke something. Style. So this is the dot. So let's call it dot. And okay, style 1 is the content. Just the content sliding. And here. I probably, let me check the diff because I'm probably. I screwed up something.
Damn it!
Okay. So I did screw up something here. It's flex 1. Okay, that looks good. So I guess the missing piece is a big one, and it's outfit IDs. No, I'm scared. Okay. Use transition. But instead of using use transition from V1, we use transition from V2. And it would be, for instance, use timing. So V2, it's use timing or use spring. So far, so good. Position, so this becomes a derived value. So position equals use derived value of index times step minus animated index. Oh, okay, we need to create it in the map. And again, here we're gonna get a warning for it, but you know what? Let's calculate it inside the card component. So we know that position, this is the value for position. So we can give index, animated index, and step. Oh, step we pass already. Here, okay. And so just index as a number and animated index as a animated shared value. Okay, no more position. And so here, where do we use it everywhere. We can write position is equal to use derived value okay. And now, so we have the gesture handler, we can remove. So we need to import index and animated index. So this one we remove. Image scale. I mean, let's do it. Background color. Okay. So here, let me remove this. The mix color we also have in V2. So I can do background style equals use animated style. And we return background color mix color from redash. That would be position.value, which we can concatenate to the style. Hop. No, background. Background style. Translate Y offset. We use it for translate Y. Now I'm thinking this. just move this one here. Try to understand better how this works. Scale. So here I can create a style for image. Image style. There will be transform, scale, and this would be the scale again. That's position dot value and the new interpolate, not interpolate node, and the new syntax. Here, here. Then we have scale, translate X. So then we have card style. So card style, also an animated style. So we can merge with background style. So we know we need to return this background color, which we have here. Then we have these values, but this is a custom function we created, okay. Yes. So for now, we're gonna set it to 0. And then we're gonna create our gesture handler. Okay, so now we cannot move anything anymore, that's good. And we're gonna delete, so we don't need these functions anymore. We're gonna delete this file here. Where we deal with the spring. It's actually, the code is actually not that complex, right? It looks verbose because of the node syntax from V1, but it looks actually pretty straightforward. Huh. Who would have thought? In V2 also hopefully should be pretty straightforward to do. But we do also, anyways, we use a lot of things that are given, also a lot of utilities from Redash. What did we have on swipe? Let me translate X. Let me open the diff again. that's the right card file. So just want to see. So we have snap points on snap. Okay, doesn't look too bad. So this one I can put it here. So on gesture event, let's create our gesture handler. Use animated gesture. And we definitely need the X and Y value in the context as an offset. And we're going to extract these as animation values. Up. Use shared value 0. Use shared value 0. So when we start the gesture, we will remember where we were on start. So we have the event and the context. And we set context X to be translate X.value, context Y to be translate Y.value. On active, we simply drag the card around, so that would be we get translation X, translation Y, translation X, translation Y, and so we have translate X.value equals translation X plus context.X, and same for Y. Context we get here, and on end we're gonna need the velocity X, velocity Y. Context we don't need, I don't think, and so we do X is easy. We do translate X.value is with spring to 0. And Y is with spring to the snap point. Again, in Redash we ship the function for that. We used it already actually in other parts of the code. So snap point of translate Y.value, velocity Y. Here we'll put it in the config. Velocity Y. Let me import it. And snap points we have already. Then the config, and I think here I can just take it from the old code. Yeah, that's okay. So here, can I do? What I want to do is velocity X, and we want to do overshoot clamping true. Oh. Let me check. Okay, yes, perfect. Yeah, these are the yeah, perfect. So here, depending if we go on 0, we are not okay. I remember now. So if we snap back the card, we have no hurry to finish the animations. So overshoot clamping 0, we want the nice bouncing effect. Default value for rest speed threshold and rest displacement threshold. If we're snapping to one of the side, we are in a hurry to finish the animation, and therefore we no overshoot clamping and a strong value for the rest displacement threshold and velocity. So let's do this. Let me so this would be destination. And the config. So we would have overshoot clamping if dest equals 0, that would be false. If not, it's true. Rest speed threshold. So if destination is 0, it's going to be 0, 0, 1 or 100. And same for rest displacement threshold. Now, I think that looks good. When we finish, and so if we swipe on one side or the other, it should finish quite fast. We have a callback here where we simply, again, check destination and execute on swipe. So if dest equals 0, no, different from 0. Moment of truth. No. It always I did no, but so some, I mean, it's kind of works, right? But obviously the snap points are wrong. Sorry about that. Spring destination. Yeah, of course. It's X, Y goes back to 0, X. Sorry about that, but now it should work nicely. Still not working. Translate X, velocity X. Sorry, I got it really all confused. Okay, cool. So we've done the migration. We might do some other UI related sessions, but I really want to prepare a data store that we can wire everything and really like have the whole app fully functional and completely done. So I hope you guys enjoyed this session. I am looking forward to talk to you soon, and until next time, happy hacking.
This